So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. First carry here for the former Tar Heel, Omarion Hampton. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
21. Ready.
They'll go again with Hampton. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And he's out of bounds inside the 30. It's a big one for the Chargers. 41 yards. 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On the give, here's Hampton. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 5. Here's a first carry for their running back. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
They'll try and get there on the ground.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself. But they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
They'll go for it. It's Herbert. And he will have that 1st down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on 4th down.
That's another Chargers 1st down.
From the gun, it's Herbert. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal. Hampton will score. Touchdown, Chargers.
And this is certainly what they've wanted to do all season long, and it's a huge reason, Mike, for this winning streak. Their ability to jump teams early and play with a lead. Everything is so much easier for the coach, for the offense, for the defense. Playing with a lead in the NFL is the ultimate position to be in.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow going to begin this one with a pass. Moving outside the pocket. This one deep downfield for Chase. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
At the 42-yard line, a 3-yard pickup.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 7. Another run here with Hampton. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. 11 yards on the connection there. It's good for a Charger 1st down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. It's second down. A run. This is Hampton. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up third down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Set. Go.
Shotgun now for Herbert. He gets this one complete to Johnston. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Here's Hampton. And it's going to be 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
Gain of 12 yards. That's another Chargers 1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Herbert makes the read, decides to hang on. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him, and in this case, they're able to hold him to no gain.
That is caught, and he's in. Oronde Gadsden, touchdown Chargers. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Dicker, good with the extra point. Chargers will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. They'll get across the 20, mark them down at the 23-yard line. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And his momentum completely stopped there. Picked up, thrown down for a loss. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Chargers have it. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 26-yard line.
We're going to run, and this is Travion Henderson. Oh, the ball is out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover. It's actually going to wind up a first down. They'll run. It's the former LSU Tiger. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Junior Colson there to make the stop. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30.
Lead to number 6.
Cincinnati, first down.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the fourth quarter.
It's Bengals football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with first and 10.
Come on, set. Get it right.
Now, this looks like a design run, and that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring them down for a big loss. That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete. They're trying to locate Travion Henderson out of the backfield. And it'll be third down.
So I actually really like the concept of the pass play, and I think if we see a little bit better pass protection, even just a second longer, that's probably a completed pass, but I think the pressure just sped his clock up just enough, Mike, that he wasn't able to get that ball exactly where it needed to be.
Throwing now on third and long. That is caught. What a throw. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals.
And while everyone's going to focus on the play downfield, this touchdown, Mike, it ultimately occurs because of the protection up front. They do a great job picking up the blitz, and with those extra few seconds, that's all the time he needs. Finds his man streaking downfield, open, and when great awareness meets great scheme, all you need is great execution.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On play action, it's Herbert. Right side and hauled in by McConkey. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. From the 31, here is second down and 3. We'll try the right side now with Hampton. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Here now, third and 5. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He'll swing this out to Hampton. They gain 18 yards on that one. First down, L.A.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these third downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force third down, they got to get off the field.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9 at their 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's second and 9. Now it's Herbert. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Flush to his right. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down. That is Trey Hendrickson. He's in there to drop him, and it leads to fourth down. On fourth down, out is J.K. Scott to punt for the Chargers. And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds.
17-yard line.
On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Throwing now from the gun. Flush to his right. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down.
This has been a first half to forget on their offensive side of the ball. It just seems like it's been a snowball effect. Bad plays are leading to even worse plays, and that sack being the largest setback in the game that's been full of them.
They run straight ahead with Henderson. Well, they'll get some of the sack yards back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
They gave him the impossible task of being so far behind the sticks and saying, hey, go salvage this series. And he almost pulled it off. What a great run. And in most instances, it would be rewarded with the first down.
And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down.
So I really like the decision, Mike. This is a rookie quarterback making more veteran decisions, and I think in his growth process this early on in his career, those are really good signs, because how often do we see these rookies still think they're back in college, they're the best player on the field, and they can make every throw, even if it's not there. You're not going to get away with that consistently in the NFL. Throw it away. Really nice job here by the young quarterback.
First down, Cincinnati.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Now he'll run.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's a handoff to Cook. Whoa! And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
That one good for 26 yards.
There was a lot of questions surrounding this quarterback about whether his style of play from college would transfer to the NFL game. Well, his ability to create with his legs certainly has here today. We see it with his ability to escape pressure out of the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Henderson now on 1st and 10, and he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. It is 2nd and 6.
Go! Viking 18. Ready, ready?
Now they'll set up to throw. Flushed to his left. This is caught for a touchdown. There is a penalty flag down. Let's see if this one holds up. On comes Joshua Carty for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. team's ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one.
The Chargers
Through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Set. Grenade.
To throw is Herbert. To the left side, catch made by McConkey. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. So a big one there to start the drive. 35 yards. Herbert now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Give him 13 on that screenplay. And a 1st down.
Chargers first down.
59.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Now Herbert. He's got it inside the 5. To the goal line and in. Oronde Gadsden. Touchdown, L.A. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this game.
He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
At their own 21-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's complete. It's Tank Dell. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
Come on.
He'll drop to throw. That'll be caught. It's Travion Henderson. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in the 2nd quarter.